Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well and having a great end to your Tuesday. I wanted to take just a few minutes to follow up on something I mentioned in today's classes with my one Lang class and my three lit classes, and then something that I will talk about tomorrow with my other remaining language classes. So if you've looked at Blackbaud, you may notice that one of the things we're going to be doing at the end of this week, Thursday and Friday, is going to be departing a good bit from what we normally do in this class. As you may note, we are ending a unit, our first major unit for the class in both AP Language and AP Literature. And this kind of serves as a really good transition time and really a perfect time to do a little bit of purposeful work that will help get you ready for college applications and submitting things for scholarships and things like that as you look ahead to college. Now, for seniors, this is, of course, very applicable to you because y'all are in the throes of doing this work right now as it is. But for juniors, you maybe aren't even really thinking about this a ton, or it may not be 100% on your radar. But I do want this time to be purposeful and be useful. So ultimately, what I'm asking you all to do is this. When you come to class Thursday or Friday, depending on when I see you, I want you to come with a prompt of some kind. It could be one from the college or university you're applying to or want to apply to. It could be something that Common App has laid out that you need to respond to or that you should be keeping in mind. It could be a scholarship that you're looking to apply to, especially if you're an athlete or applying for a theater scholarship or something, music scholarship, something like that. Come in with a prompt with some instructions for an essay that you are either writing or should be thinking about writing. And I want the class to be a twofold process. One part of it, the first part of it, I want to be a purposeful time for me to share tips with you and considerations as you approach this kind of writing, because it is a different kind of writing. It requires something a little bit different of you than academic, evidence-based writing like we would do in this class, like thesis-driven writing. And again, I have a good bit of work doing this with students one-on-one outside of my, hours at the university, but also definitely within the hours of my university at the university as a teacher, but also as someone who ran a tutoring center for years. So I've got a decent bit of experience helping students with this, and I want to be able to share some things with you that I think will be useful to you as you approach this kind of work. So for seniors, bring in stuff you're already working on. And for juniors, bring in something that you can work on, because the second part of class I want to be dedicated to you all sitting and writing and working on things, troubleshooting things with one another, but also allowing me the time to come around and check in with you so that you can get some feedback and share some things with me that can be useful to you. Ultimately, the goal with this is to be a productive use of our time for Thursday and Friday, not free days. We don't do free days in here. So just something for you to keep in mind. And parents, because this is going to parents as well, please encourage your students to bring in something to work on. You all know very well just how important these essays are, because while they're not the entirety of what makes or breaks a student getting into a college or getting into a university or getting that scholarship, it is a piece to the larger whole and the larger sense of who that student is. And it's really important that they be as polished and as strong as possible. So please encourage them to bring in something and to make really good use of this time. Again, I did something similar to this last year. One, because my students asked for it, and two, because I care. I want to see all of our students go to the colleges and universities they would like to go to, and to do well within that. Okay, so if you all have any questions, students or parents, please let me know. I'm happy to answer any of them. And students, again, this is your task. Bring in something to write on or to continue writing about for Thursday and Friday's classes. Thanks so much. Y'all take care. Have a good evening.